Yeah.
So, firstly, we just let the horse. Sorry about that. Firstly, the horse has to get to know the flag, right? So I'm just thinking you're going to watch this on a Sunday morning or Monday, and you're going to go out there and do it. So if I don't remind you that the horse needs to be okay with all the exercises. So if you want your horse to go to the left, you're going to have to step to the right of the horse to make her go.
Even after he did all that, he stopped.
Don't crowd me.
Yeah. So he got a good pat and a cuddle.
So we're at the shoulder for space. We're desensitising up the back here, like that. We drive from behind. The horse is going forwards, we don't have to drive. If the horse is bent and got space, we don't have to move our flag at the shoulder. She's crowding me a little bit, but I don't want her to. It's really important to keep the horse bent. And the flag, you keep your feet moving towards her shoulder. Point the shoulder, flag at her shoulder, keep moving. Drive for energy. We want walking, it's all out of walk. So once we've got a walk, we've got to be careful how much energy we put on them. Okay? Now if I want to go to the end of my rope, I let the rope out, keep walking towards her shoulder, and just let her get out there a little bit further. I might straighten my arm out and make my circle bigger. Now, if I want to shift the hind around and disengage the hind quarters, I'm going to put my hands on the rope and I'm going to slide my hands down the rope like so. My flag is still out the back. Keep the horse walking forwards. I'm walking towards the hind quarters and bending the hind quarters with my rope and my hands. Okay, so I can come up on the head. See this flag here? Keep the front quarters moving. Then what happens is I go back united. Keep my circle going. Try to keep my feet pointing towards her shoulder. So I'll shorten up again, I'll bring my flag through the back, I'll walk into here. Really important that you can shift her head with the rope, because otherwise she can kick you, so you must keep her bent. Okay, go back united, don't drop your rope. Now, the turn. I'm going to swap my hands. Walk out the back of the horse, bring the horse around. When she comes to here, I'll start walking after her shoulder again. So this here is not driving, this is just desensitising, and I'm slowly bringing a flag in high at the back because she can't see it there because she's blind there. Now I want a bit more space, I want her to bend a bit better, I want her to move away from me, but I don't want her to run. So I want her head bent, I want to see how she's just a little bit close to me. She'd rather run than bend, which is a really important thing here. We have to get some bend. So I'll try and do a drift as I come towards the camera. Now, shorten up my hands, come in here, to walk towards the hind quarters, keep the front, my flag is keeping the front quarters moving, my rein and my hands here are pushing the hind through. The idea is the hind quarters do a larger circle than the front feet, change my hands back, go to a full circle. Being careful to keep the bend in the horse's head and my space here, right, really important. I'd like to see, next time I see you, that you can actually push this shoulder away and not have her trotting, but actually move away. So you've actually got a really... Just going to try something here. See if she can try and get this. Bend her. Push her away. way. See that side shuffle there? That's what we want. We're just teaching her that she can get out of our space. Okay, turn, swap my hands, walk the back of the horse, bring my flag over slowly, work that shoulder, so don't let it come in. That was really bad. Started that off when I took a third fly in for the... Now, flag over, move around, bring the head around, keep that shoulder out of the way. I do it again, stepping through, bring my flag over. I think with this horse, to get more space, it'll be good if we actually got her to back up in the turn, which I'll show you now. So you've got to watch this. If she backs up, it will create more space. Because she's a bit of a space crowder. So here we go here. I'm going to put my flag where her face is, and she's got to actually see how she moved away. She didn't back up. So I'm going to change my hands, step through. I want her to back up. A step, there it is, and now come through there. It should give you more space. So I'll just practice with it for a second. You need to understand that you can go sideways away from me when I do this. Okay, so I'll do another turn. Stepping through here, I'm going to place the flag here. I want her to take a step backwards, because then she's going to have more space. See how she had more space there? I don't want to poke her with the flag, but I want her to realise that after each time I do this, she's going to want to move away from that flag. She doesn't like it when I do that. She runs or she moves, but she's also got to learn that I want her, I'll do it away from you this time. So if I want to get drift in space, I've got to get her to understand that we can do this. So when that flag is at her shoulder, she's learning to side pass out of our way. That's what she doesn't want to do. She just wants to crowd in and make it hard for you to operate. Change directions again. Flag up. See how I'm making her move her face out the way? The more I move her neck, she's more likely to step further across out of us. If I can get a decent back up, swapping my hands over, walking behind the horse, place the flag. See how she moved then? She didn't want to back up, so this is actually a really good thing that I'm going to make her back up, because she needs to back up because she's a problem. She's a problem, and part of her problem is her unwillingness to go backwards. So we can do it again. I'm going to block her here, and I want her to take. See how she's avoiding the back up? There it is. Now go. See how much space I got then? Much better. If I get the back up going the other way, right, I want her to back past the flag. There it is. Now go. Look at that. There's my space. So I shouldn't be able to reach her shoulder with the flag. Sometimes you can with her, but what we're aiming to do is to have it so you don't want you in there. Hey Jack, can you be quiet, please? Sam, that was for him, not for you. So Jordan, you have to be careful when you back the horse up as to how you do it with the flag, alright? You may have difficulties with it. It's really like suck it and see as to where you put the flag and as to how she reacts. Like each time I'm just getting another couple of steps, and then as she comes round here, I'm following her shoulder, okay? Because as soon as she turns her head to do the my space. So this is my last turn. I come around here, I've got my flag here, so she's got to back up to get around it. There, I want her to go. Now, immediately, I will come into her shoulder as she steps across because I want to protect my space. Alright? I think there's enough in there for you to digest, but what you're going to have to do is work out what's right and wrong. No trotting, no crowding. If she does keep crowding, you're going to have to put your flag here, so when she's going around in a circle, you're going to have to be able to try and make her sidestep. Can you see it when she does it? So if she's here and I want her to do it over towards your mum, I'm just sort of slowing her up and I'm making her want to get away. It's not upsetting her, but we're trying to make her walk sideways so that we can protect our space. But we really want to get the flag out of her face and to her shoulder and have her react to that at the shoulder. So if I can get her here. See how she steps away? That's what we're wanting, okay? That be enough to her to work on?